What's up, brother and sisters? It's your brother G World 7 underscore D. I'm back to ready to attack. But no, but for real, I sat there and tried to listen to a little bit in the stomach and try to listen to that Dynasty Amir character, man. And he had some people in there. And I really had to say is we have some special Negroes in our community. We got some really special Negroes in our community. They was on there. I think the subject matter was can Africans talk about black American issues or something like that. And this one Negro said he's tired of the black Indians, that they're ignorant and they really don't know what the hell they talking about now. And I just listened and said, nah, Negro, you don't know what the hell you talking about. But unfortunately we have all these hardcore Pan Africans who are extremely ignorant, man. I mean they are. They are extremely ignorant to real black history and culture. And it's getting to be really disgusting. They don't do no research. They don't know what the hell they talking about, and they just running their mouths. I said before, the black Americans, so-called black Americans, are a mixture of various different black groups, but mostly of Aboriginal black tribes that were already here, and black Europeans, some black, what you call the Mongols, and then you had a few African slaves that came here. All right, but there wasn't that many of them. We're mostly, like I said, black Europeans and the Aboriginal blacks are already here. Now, I want to show you something, man. All right? And just see how corrupt and devilish these white folks are. But I want you to pick up on certain things, though. I really want you to pick up what I'm about to read and how I'm going to read it. I want you to pick up on it. I want you to really pick up on it. I'm going to go back to one of my older books, something I hit in an older video. Okay? Here's a book called The Peoples of America, and dealing with the Tiamuaquoi, all right, Indians in the southeast. Now this is a fake ass picture, man, because I showed you pictures of the Tiamuaquoi in them straight dark skinned niggas with rocking afros. So this is a joke right here. But this is how these white folks are stealing your history, covering it up, man. Once you really study the history, you know that they're frauds. But they put this little fake image of a so-called Tiamuaquoi Indian who, like I said, if you were to study them, they're nothing but jet black Negroes rocking the woolly. All right, but here's a book called The Tiamuaquoi, and it's called the Peoples of America, or the History of the People of America. Now I'm going to turn to page 96 or 95. I'm going to read something, then I'm going to play with some words. And I want you to pick up on this. This is how much these fools have stolen our history and lied and tells you, claiming that you come from a slave ship, came with that fake ass, that fake ass slave ship over in Alabama, man, the Catilda. Hey, man, they come up with these fake ass stories, and some of you Negroes believe that. But check this out. All right, This starts from page 95. Let me get my light so it can get bright. All right, now here we go. Get it. If I can get a good focus. Soon, doctrines were established in native villages. Doctrines missions with churches and resident friars who instructed native people in religious doctrine. If I can see it. Were first established in the 1580s along the coast of Santa Elena to St. Augustine, including in the Mocama region. The St. Augustine to St. Elena or Elena missions were intended to pacify the Gullah, the Gullah, and the Tiamuaquoi Indians who lived along the coastal region between the two towns. The presence of native people who were friendly to the Spaniards helped to assure safe transportation and communication between the colonial towns. Let me get it real clear. All right, it's going to come up clear. The missions, here it is, the missions in Mocama and Gullah, were on the barrier islands and on the adjacent mainland, most often locales that could be reached by water because the Santa Elena was abandoned in 1587. Just about the time Franciscan mission efforts began in earnest, The chain of coastal missions stopped short of present-day South Carolina. The northernmost mission was San Diego de Setuci, located near the mouth of the Ogeechee River. Located near the mouth of the Ogeechee River. It served the Gullah Indians. It served the Gullah Indians, northerly neighbors of the Timucua living in southeast Georgia. All right, I'm going to go by that part again. The northernmost missions was San Diego de Setuci, located near the mouth of the Ogeechee River. It served the Gullah Indians, northerly neighbors of the Timucua, living in southeastern Georgia. Okay, this is the Gullah. This is the Geechee. These Negroes didn't come from no goddamn Africa, man. They was here in America. About some Angolian tribe. These Negroes are here in America. But I'm also playing the words here. Oh, look at this. Geechee. Ogeechee. Appalachie. Tallahassee. Lenape. Kankakee. Tennessee. Yamasee. These names sound similar, man. These names sound too similar, like I said. Kankakee. And I'm going to turn to this other book right here that I had before. This is my encyclopedia. Alright? I mentioned before, I'm going to go to page 96 in this one. This is 96 or 91 in this book. This is my encyclopedia. And it should be, shoot, I might have passed it. But here it is. It is. Right here. And I talked about this before. And let me get a good look. Okay. I showed you Appalachie. Saniki. Malinki. Appalachie. Ogeechee. Saniki. Kankakee. Tennessee. Tallahassee. Man, these are the same goddamn people, man. Broken up in different tribes. Alright? I said this before. This is why we need to really study our history. Man, there's various different black groups here. But those are the same damn Negroes, man. But they give you some fake white pictures. Or they show you some fake mixed group, supposedly out of Asia, to portray the Aboriginal black people who already were here. Man, most of those doggone Geechee people, man, did not come from no doggone Africa. They were already here. That's why when I look at that Florida and Georgia game, man, that football game they played in Jacksonville every year, man, that goes back to the history of the Aboriginal black tribes in Florida and Georgia and South Carolina. Majority of your people are already here. Stop listening to individuals telling you that you come from a slave ship from Africa. I just showed you the similarity of Saniki, Appalachie, Yamasee, Kankakee, Tallahassee. These names are so damn similar because these are the same damn people. These are the same people, broken off in different tribes. I want our brothers and sisters to be very critical when they do their research, man. And you really got to pick up a lot of things. Pick up a lot of these words, man. Pick up on it. This is your information. This is our history. We are not descendant of African slaves. Trash that term, ADOS. We're not descendant of no African slaves. We're descendant of the black people who already were here, and some black Europeans who were expelled here from the British Isles, from Scotland, from Wales, from Ireland. We're descendant of those mixture of black people mostly. This is our history here. Stop calling yourself an African American. You're not a foreigner. You are the Aboriginal. You are the original people of this land. Take back your true history. Stop listening to others tell you who you are. Malinchi, 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 Ogeechee. Come on, man. This is so obvious. This information's right in your face. It's right in your face. But so many people keep telling you to say that they're slaves from Africa. You gotta stop that. You have to stop that. Stop saying that you're descendants of slaves from Africa. You're not descendant of slaves from Africa. Stop that. You have a rich Aboriginal history here and in Europe that goes deep. This is your land. Your ancestors created classical music. Your ancestors created jazz and all other forms of music. This is our history. We built great castles here, and we built great castles in Europe. And I said before in my other video, how they had paved streets of gold and made out of concrete. They had great technology here in the Americas, man. I told you about the many different gardens and the different archaeological structures that are up in the air, where you have water, where you can travel by boat in the water that's going under the elevated building structures. Then they have structures when you look at every state capital in this country, that dome and that needle on top is stolen from the Aboriginal blacks that were already here. Take back your damn culture, man. Take back your culture. This is your culture. Do not listen to individuals who continue to say that you are a slave from Africa. They ain't gonna say people who call themselves Indians or Aboriginal blacks are stupid. No, they're not the ones who are stupid. See, when you don't do your research and you make ignorant statements like that, you're the one with the dust cap on your head. All right, brothers and sisters. Peace and love. Peace and love.